Alright, someone requested a video of my Hot Toys Iron Man collection, and here they all are. I have 2, 4, 6 of them. And it does get kind of confusing between Mark 3, 4, and 6. So let's go over them one at a time. Alright, let's start off with Mark 1. This should be the easiest to recognize, since this is the crude version of Iron Man, and it's basically created out of different parts and pieces all put together. And Hot Toys is re-releasing this figure. Paint job is I'm not sure, is it better than this one, but actually the figure itself is exactly the same except for the head sculpt of Tony Stark. This was made quite a few years ago, so sculpting wise it's not the greatest, and the new one, it's definitely a lot better. And I believe you could still order the Sideshow exclusive one from their website, and it does come with a hologram version of this Mark 1 as well too. So here's Mark 1, and here's the back side. And out of all the Iron Man, I personally prefer this one the most, just because there's so much going on. Just look at the back here. There's a lot of stuff going on with this guy. So if you're an Iron Man fan, I highly suggest pick this one up. There's Mark 1. And next up we have Mark 3 from the movie Iron Man 1. The Mark 3 armor. I believe this one came out first in their lines of in their Hot Toys line. And this was the first Iron Man that came out in the line, and it's not the greatest, but it's the first one, and they did make a battle damage Mark 3, and it's definitely a bit better than this one. The stomach, what they did before was use a rubber skin over, so you can see the color difference between the chest armor and the stomach area. And there's Mark 3, and there's the back of Mark 3. And the first Mark II is basically the same figure as this one, except it's painted on silver instead of the red and gold. But it's exactly the same as this one. And here we have Mark IV. As you can see, the armor looks a lot different. Looks totally different than the Mark III armor. Let me just bring out Mark III side by side so you guys can see the difference between the two. Here we have, as you can see, the chest armor, it's thicker, it's bulkier, and the stomach has some, it's totally different now. The lines are different. There are gold trims all around it, and it's more angular, this one, than Mark III. Mark III is more smoother, especially the bicep area. You can see how edges are rounded, and this one there are hard edges on the bicep area. And yeah, it's yeah, you can see the thighs as well too. The calf muscle is definitely thicker than the Mark III. There's the 3 and the 4. And the back side. The back side actually look pretty similar. You can see the calf muscle here. Definitely bulkier on the Mark IV than it is on the Mark III. And here's Mark V. This one's totally different. It's a suitcase armor, and as you can see, it's a lot thinner than the other armor, and it's the two main colors are red and silver. Well, more of a grayish silver than a shiny silver. But you can see all these little panels all around. This is the Mark V. This armor was only seen in the movie for about, what, 2.5 minutes. And here we have Mark VI. The arc reactor is triangle. This is the main way for you to tell the difference between the Mark IV and the Mark VI, because Mark IV has a circular arc reactor and this one has a triangle shape. And otherwise it looks very similar to the Mark IV. The thigh pieces are different. This is more the whole thing is gold, while the other one has more of a red and gold on the thigh pieces. And it's got some silver bits on the bicep as well too. And here's a look at Mark 4, 6, and 3. 4 is on the left, 6 is in the middle, 3 is on the right. And here's the back of 6. I didn't put all the panels on there, so that's why you could see all the inner workings of his backside. And here we have War Machine. This thing is really bulky, and it's the paint job is more of a matte finish, unlike all the other Iron Men. The Mark 6, the War Machine is painted with a matte finish. It's not shiny like all the other Iron Men. And here's the back side of War Machine. And there you have it, all the Iron Man figures I have in my collection so far. And currently I have Mark II, the one with the Don Cheadle head sculpt for pre-order. That one hasn't been released yet. Well, it started coming out in Hong Kong, and so some people have that figure already, but I went through my local comic shop, and he goes through Sideshow, so it's gonna come in hopefully sometime next month. Here are all the figures, and there you go. Thanks for watching.